We have absolutely zero info on where he's gone, so we're going to cut to a short break. We'll jump back into the game as soon as he's back in the server and as soon as we've got a little bit of information on when we'll be starting. Don't go too far, folks. We should be back in a jiffy. Welcome back, everybody. Kukubambo's back in the server, and we should be ready to rumble in just a second. Okay. I've been baiting us a little bit, but here we go. Game is now live, and everybody invested up in this round. It's actually quite a hefty round in itself, right? With a fair bit of weight behind it. This is Permitta's map pick. They're already with a nice little lead, and they've got some money behind them. In fact, they've got tons of cash behind them. On the other side of things, Eyeballers finally able to pull out a proper buy again. These last couple of rounds have been really scrappy They've been able to do a bit of damage, but that's been about it. Oh, wow, not again. How many rounds are they just going to be able to do this? Just fly out top mid and win the duel in window? JW desperately needs an AWP. Without it, just feels like he's struggling to have any major impact being the mid player. 0 and 5 as it stands. Could have really done with just saving his pennies in that last round and actually being able to pull out that scope rifle hit. Definitely would have hit Mary on that cross as well if he had one. Instead, just did a little bit of damage and then received a one-tap. Tomiko, lovely little reaction shot. He saw the guy, but according to the kill feed, it was through the smoke, through a wall, made it look like he was Houdini. Sapek, good timing. Two-man advantage. Oh, wow. Sapek playing around this smoke beautifully, and there's a double. 4v2 becomes a 2v1, and Hot Dog's got it all on his shoulders. Nade will bounce, should do good damage, but won't finish him off. You should know where they are. Picks out the first and lines up the second as well. It's unbelievable from Hot Dog. And honestly, I mean, valiant attempt from Sapek. He's done amazing work there, playing around that smoke. There's that first one, Sap. Again, Mary just giving JW a whole new thing to worry about. Sapek, look at this again. This is so well played, just around this smoke. Especially with Shine chipping in for a kill there as well in mid. Just makes all the difference. And yeah, I mean, beautiful little recovery there from Hot Dog, and such an important round for it as well. That was Eyeballer's buy-up, so if there's any round he's going to pull off a clutch like that, that's the time. Heap, my goodness. 1D Central. Pepzor follows up with another. It's nowhere near as clean, but it's a kill nonetheless. But they're out on the B site. C4 working its way around. They've got a bit of space to work with, but they need to hold on to it because the CTs are in hot pursuit on the rotation. Sapek's found himself an AK. The other rifle that's been dropped isn't really too retrievable. Hot Dog brings the numbers back to evens at least, though. And Heap could do with another crispy one. We saw it in top mid. It was gorgeous. But now he's just not being given the space. He's not being given the opportunity. For Permitta, they're saying, look, if we give this guy an inch, he's going to take a mile. We peek him, he'll put a bullet right in our noggin. So we need to just play this reserve, run down this timer. There's no way they've got kits. And that's exactly what they're doing. Peek at the last minute. And it works very nicely. Sapek, yeah, at least does a bit of damage. Finds himself 2 kills. He'll fall away to save that AK-47. Hot Dog. His flash isn't going to connect. He won't be able to catch him out. So kind of breaks evenly down the middle. Eyeballers. Actually a very good round, all things considered. 4 kills and a saved AK is not bad at all. That's so crisp from the Eagle. So damn crisp. Oh no, he's gone again. Okay, all right, we're getting a bit of info. He is restarting his router, so he's going to be at least a couple of minutes. So we're going to jump to another break. I'm really sorry about this, guys. But hopefully when his router's restarted and we're back in the game, we shouldn't have any more problems. So stick around. We'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes' time. Okay, welcome back, everybody. We sort of overestimated things. A router restart normally takes a couple of minutes, but apparently this guy's got a super speedy one. And we're back into the game straight away. AWP out on Mary, JW with one, finally, 0 and 6. This is the time to try and bite back. Okay, alrighty. Lovely shot from Hot Dog, but yeah, rough start to the round. JW still looking to put his first on the board, and there it is. As soon as he's got that off, you know, he's an absolute legend with it. An absolute legend of the scene. Hot Dog left all by himself. Eyeballers finally scrape one together since the pistol and follow-up, you know? Scoreline seems close, but actually it really has been the Permitta show. Such a nice start from Sapek, and it's such a clean kill as well. Honestly, I really like the new kind of level, I guess, that the depth that comes with being able to nade the smokes in Counter-Strike. I think it adds a really interesting dynamic to the game, but it just takes a lot of getting used to. And I think there are so many situations where, yeah, opening jaws take place and just really awkward situations like that right there, right? Where you're walking down mid on Mirage. There's so many angles that you have to worry about when you're walking down mid on Mirage that smokes are instrumental. Like if you're taking the mid control, if you try and do it completely dry, it doesn't work, right? You have to get a smoke into window. You have to have a smoke into short. You have to be able to sort of isolate some of these angles so that you're not having to look at 3 to 4 places all at once, right? But when you take away from that and you say, actually, you can nade the smoke and then it disappears, it adds this whole new depth to it, because it means like, yeah, you smoke window, you think, okay, we've got a bit of space to try and walk down mid, take some control here. And then, yeah, you're walking down mid, you're holding connector, you're holding short as you would be. The smoke gets blown up, and all of a sudden, they've got a sightline on you, and none of you are ready for it. It basically means that you have to have somebody watching a smoke at all times, just in case that happens, which is really not so viable a lot of the time, especially when you take like an early disadvantage like we saw in that round. They're already a man down. Trying to take that mid control, it's difficult. It's really difficult. And as I say, it just adds an interesting element to the game, but one that can sometimes be very frustrating. We're into another tech pause. I'm not sure why. Okay, all right, we're back on the way. I'm sitting here kind of twiddling my thumbs thinking maybe we have to cut to another break, sort of waiting for a bit of info. But yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, Sapek. All right, he knows that there's another in the smoke as well. That's so clean. Dog gets the ball rolling, fast rotations, but he's caught in a sandwich. And that's the problem. The smoke's just caused him so many issues. He has no support from short. He's crunched from both ends. And Zapek, well, he's been the man of the hour. I mean, look at him, 17 and 8. We go into the final round of the first half, but yeah, I don't think he's going to have much more to say about this. Wow, jump scare. Hooks out to the AWP. Thought he might rattle off a no-scope there. It's not going to happen. 6-6. Sapek's had a monster half, but no one else really leading up to that. We get a highlight of the best play so far. Look at that. Bam. Have you ever seen a double kill like that? Me neither. Lovely little recovery there from Permitta at the end, though, just to tie things up. Alrighty.
Second half pistol round. Normally I put a lot of stress on pistol rounds, but frankly when it's 6-6 and you're on a map like Mirage, there isn't too much weight behind it, I'll be honest. MR12 definitely adds a new element to pistol rounds. It means that just getting off to an early start and sort of being able to accumulate those opening rounds is always very, very valuable. But it's a very, very balanced map. It's not like losing pistol round on nuke or overpass or something of the likes. Control into mid. 3 players stacked up in towards Palace, trying to draw off these rotations. Actually quite a heavy setup here from Permitta over towards this B bomb site. So can't help but feel they're a tiny bit overcommitted, but well, Tomico's going to draw first blood regardless. Shine will fall, but the A site now up for contention, and Petzl so crisp with it. Glock at range, hits the dink and hits the follow-up in unison. A shot from Mary. Here's another crispy fragger. An advantage for the CTs, but the bomb down. Tomico with the Glock. Powerful up close. As he can now spam them away. There's 2. Spins around. Thinks his teammate's an enemy. That causes them a little bit of trouble for a couple of seconds there. But things are recovered. Hot Dog survives with 4 HP. Mary takes a double. Tomico, of course, with a triple kill. Massive stuff in the round for him. And Permitta will be able to take pistol round. So the 7th goes their way, but far from clean. Look at this. Tomico takes the dink, sees the shot from his teammate, spins around, and it actually ends up costing him. But yeah, it's a good job Mary hits that headshot. If he doesn't, then it's a battle of red HP, and it gets really, really messy. Nice bit of early damage onto JW. A hefty buy here for the eyeballers. Remember, 3 kills on a bomb plant in the pistol round. Actually stretches quite a long way in terms of the cash side of things. To see the cross heap, that's clean, and he knows there's another towards jungle. They need to be wary of Mary though. Aggressive here in ramp. JW clears it, hits the shot, but receives one in response. He was already low on health, so the headshot certainly finishes him off. 4v4. Orcaville's having a bit of a rough time, especially in this round. Oh, alrighty. Maybe a bomb plot to come here. In fact, definitely looks like that'll be the case. Spams through. Oh, it just about goes down before Hot Dog finds it. Big kill from Sapek. Needs this kill into CT before Tomico gets into... Oh, sorry. Hot Dog gets into position, though. And Tomico's going to deny that. So there we go. 8-6. Good stuff from Permitta again. But, yeah, 3 casualties. A bomb plant for my ballers means more money. It's a little bit rough. Eight to 6. A little bit of money here for the eyeballers, but they want to hold on to this cash, to be honest. Oh no, another pause. This is rough. This is really, really rough, of course, for Permitta. Assuming that this is their technical issues again, they're the ones that have been plagued with it. Kukabamba hasn't bought yet, so I'm assuming that it is him. But yeah, we don't have any information as it stands. Everyone's still on the server, which is always a good sign. Okay. Huh. All right. So the information is that Eyeballers have actually caused the pause called the pause this time, and the last one was because Shine had ping issues. So does sort of make sense as to why he's on 4 kills. Not making excuses for him, but you know, shrug your shoulders. So yeah, definitely a rough time to be having issues. It's kind of just a thing that sometimes comes with online Counter-Strike, but yeah, you don't want it at a time like this. Okay, folks, by the looks of things, we're going to have to take a slightly longer break because, yeah, we've still not managed to fix things. Not on our end, on the players' end, of course, but yeah, we'll be back as soon as we can be. So stick around, but maybe go grab yourself a drink or something because we're going to be a few minutes here. Welcome back, everybody. Three Galils in play, 2 AKs on the other side of things. It's M4s all around. And an important round for the Eyeballers. And to be honest, even though lengthy tech pauses like that are always a pain, they are necessary. And I'm glad that we kind of take as much time as we need to iron out all of those creases, make sure that all the players aren't having any issues before we get back into things. Because we're playing on such thin margins here. And, yeah, if you don't kind of fully fix those tech issues, you go into the next round and you're still having ping spikes and things like that, ends up costing you a buy round like this. It can absolutely turn the whole tide of the game. JW, he's been boosted up. He's got the perfect time. He's got the perfect drop on the enemies, and he'll take 2 in the process. Kukabumbo will take 1 just before he falls, but of course, being sandwiched in, he had to just commit to a fight. Hot Dog in short, they know he's there. JW's just going to pop a flash over the top, wrap around, get that C4 planted. No trouble at all. Hot Dog, big damage. Tomiko following up as well, and 4 retrieved, and it'll peek right back over. Finish off Heap, and the defuse will come through with no trouble. Eyeballers really felt like they had that round. It was theirs for the taking. They just choke it at the final hurdle. Brutal. Number 16, execution out onto the A site. Bomb plant a few kills in the last. Means that a decent buy comes out here. Sapek, how is he not challenged? Every single round, Permitta have had someone on short to kind of get the pincer in there. This round it's not the case, it cost them big time. Hot Dog, a little bit scrappy on the fight, but his teammates there to support. Mary blinded, finishes off Sapek. An amount of advantage to the defense once again. JW poking around. Pepsor needs something. He's in a very good position. But the bomb, it's not planted for them. JW has to be the man to make this happen. Does find the first, but cannot take any more. And yeah, I mean, I see the cogs turning there. I kind of see what they were going for, but Pepsor and Connector and the bombs find a default. No. Does not work out at all. Can't catch him in rotation. So well played here from Hot Dog and Mary. Yeah, just turning that flash just in case Mary does lose that fight. Hot Dog would have been swift on the trade. JW surprises Steve and continues to kind of press this. Maybe hoping that they tap the bomb, trying to draw someone out from CT or Palace perhaps. Nice kills, Mary and Hot Dog. Left in a 3v2 here to try and make this happen. This time Sapek goes for an open plant. They're not going to make the same mistake as last time. Hot Dog only with the MP9. Smoke will give him a bit of space, but Pepsor is just going to pop a nade in it, make sure that Hot Dog isn't going for anything funky. Now he's deployed that nade. That's actually really smart from Hot Dog. Really, really smart. If he decided to walk up jungle, that could have been quite the difference maker, but instead he'll back away and grab himself a Galil. They'll save him for the next. They don't have a lot of money to work with, so yeah, valuable. Mary will be able to drop over a rifle, and they can maybe go for a bit of a half buy around this next one. 10-7 then. Hot Dog still on an MP9. He just loves dropping guns over to his teammates and buying himself an MP9. Because he's actually a demon with it. 15 kills on him and Mary. Tomiko on the 19 mark. Sapek, 21. He's doing really, really well. He's having a monster of a game. Aggression into top mid. JW flashed and he's in a spot above here. Deploys one of his own. Deep nade, but it's going to go a little bit too deep and won't do any damage. Continues to peek out. Takes contact with the first. It's a big kill with von Darkerville. It's going to allow JW to get a little more than he bargained for. And they'll get the entries quite comfortably. Out on the A site, man advantage, bomb being tapped in and held to its full plan. Molly doesn't hit the mark. That's okay. It's going to be a save here for Permitta. No point in throwing themselves at this one. The AWP will be carried through. AK on Kukabambo. Hot Dog grabs himself a Galil, but that's about it. Ooh, I was wondering how Mary's hit that right. I didn't actually see that that was through the box. I'm thinking it was just like a CS2 moment, you know, where it feels like you were behind something, but actually you get shot. But no, it's just bang through the box. Beautiful flick. Oh, wow, Kukabambo. Lovely bit of aggression. He didn't seem too aware. He almost had the drop on him. Shine coming up from short, 5-7. He took it the wrong way. Messy onto Tomiko, but it doesn't matter. 4v4, Hot Dog, big entry out, flies through the smoke just before it blooms. JW under a bit of pressure. Made in. Bounces back, Sapek through the smoke. In fact, sorry, Pepsor through the smoke with Sapek to take out Hot Dog, just saving his teammate's life as the 5-7 tries to aggress. Kubambo, though, with a double. This is such hectic Counter-Strike. And I don't think Eyeballers are really prepared for this. Eyeballers are a team that play very slow, very methodical Counter-Strike. JW is a leader that likes to call sort of very passive plays. And, yeah, they're kind of being met with just relentless aggression. At times it's catching them off guard, but actually they've got the tools to just hit their shot to make it happen. JW, okay, misses the key shot, but he spotted both of them. That's the key part of this. Molly on the bomb, but it's now been smoked. Bomb is tapped, swinging out. JW, oh, why have they played it like that? It doesn't matter. Mary trades it, gets on the bomb just in the nick of time. I'm very, very surprised that they commit to that. The fact that the first has swung out the smoke, fine, right? Absolutely makes sense. That's cool. But then the second, straight off the bat, the whole point there is to give the illusion that someone's on the bomb, right? You're kind of hoping that JW hits that first shot and then panics and either fires a second into the smoke or perhaps takes out his pistol and starts spamming into the smoke, and that's then the cue to swing and try and get that trade, right? The fact that Mary's just hard committed to it is kind of wild, because JW was desperately close to hitting that second flick. Big entry from Shine. Flying up short, no one's there to stop him. A little bit of frustration setting in from that last round that really should have been theirs. Shine hungry for another as well. Hot Dog's just going to feed it to him. Shadow makes things so much harder for him to take that fight. Sapek ready for the duel on Skukabambo as well. Ready for another because he hears him stomping around in market. Just like that, Permitta get dealt a very, very sharp card. It cuts him as soon as they pick it up. Mary left in the 1v4. He's got a bit of cash behind him, and of course he's got an AWP to work with, but the best he can hope for is carrying it across into the next round, and with Eyeballers having a decent bit of cash in the bank, they are going to hunt for this. Lovely shot from Mary. Follows up with another. Okay, he's making this expensive. They could justify losing a couple of players to get rid of this AWP, but maybe two's where you draw the line. Heat makes sure that that's the case. As he'll pick up the final kill. They don't opt to take that sniper at all. Really lovely openings from Shine there. Oh, wow. Oh, the ragdoll as well sends Mary right out of the window, flying into mid. Trying to make something happen out on B. Sapek does what's needed. You know, so many players will entry out, they'll not check close to the wall, just in that corner by the van, and always get plagued by it, but that's the way to clear it. Lovely pathing. Big entries, 2-man advantage, and that's going to be enough for Permitta to just call this quits. They're going to save these weapons for the next. Hot Dog really the only man with anything really worth saving, I guess. And he is well out of there. He's like back in T-spawn, so not going to be risking anything. Darkerville still looking to save, but entertaining the idea of an exit frag, and he will take one. AK retrieved as well. Now they've got all the more reason to hunt for him. They don't actually have a huge amount of money on this T side, so they're playing a dangerous game. They don't really want to be jumping through this door. And in turn, they have just given their opponents an AK. So maybe a bit of a mistake there from the Eyeballers. But ultimately, it doesn't really mean to do much. They win the round, and things are all good. Yeah, it's lovely from Sapek. Soon as that smoke's deployed, he just knows. Just has to clear his close ramp. I'm not sure what keeps the first man there as well. He was on 7 HP, I only just clocked that. So, yeah, just mistakes made there from Eyeballers. But doesn't really matter all too much. There's not going to be very much money to work with here for the CTs. Should be a comfortable round for the Swedes. And that will tie things up at 11 apiece. And remember, this is Permitta's map pick. Not only is it their map pick, but it is by quite a margin their best map. So if they lose it, then it really is a cause for concern. Tomico, lovely entry. Untradeable as well. Shine's going to pop himself a molly in. They entertain the idea of the trade, but it's not going to happen. Shine's molly's perfect. Forces Tomico forward. Darkerville swings for the trade and meets the same fate. And trades back and forth. Hot Dog does come out on top with 5 HP. The M4's short-lived. And a 3v1 for Mary, Deagle in hand, but he's got no Kevlar. Wants the extra cash so he can have an AWP as soon as possible. Love the finer details here as well. The fact they actually commit to that plan, just making sure that they get that extra cash, right? It's $800. It's nothing to grumble at. Going into the final rounds of this game as well, like just making sure you do have that extra cash flow, absolutely important. You do not want to be getting to 12-11 running out of money. Mary trying to make it as expensive as he can. Yeah, we'll get out of there alive. Pepsor had to start running ages ago because, well, he's on 7 HP. The JW gets out of there with the AWP. 11 to 11. Money here for the CTs to work with. Really nice stuff from Shine. I mean, look at that. Really clean. But very back and forth. Again, very scrappy Counter-Strike. Eyeballers sort of trying to play the slow, methodical game. And Permitta are just charging him down quite relentlessly. Pause from Eyeballers. Took things over. They know they're going to be up against the buy, and they maybe need to do something a little bit different here. If they just rinse and repeat the same kind of default, then there is a chance that Permitta are going to go for something funky, catch them off guard, and push themselves onto map point, which is not what Eyeballers want. They've fought very, very hard to put themselves into this position on their opponent's pick so that they have a shot the 2-0. To choke it now would be a little bit of a punch in the face, I'll be honest. But they have had their technical issues. They have had their reasons. We'll see if they can close it. Just rifles here for Permitta then. It's M4A1S's all round. And a severe lack of utility as well. That's something I really want to touch upon here. No flashbangs. Absolutely no flashbangs. No HEs. It's 4 smokes, 2 incendiaries. That's all they have. I think they had a couple more than that, but they deployed them at the start of the round. And now I feel like they're in a bit of trouble. Sapek coming in from under. He's got support from Shine. And his 3 teammates over towards the A-bomb side. Very awkward angle for Darkerville. It's hard to clear, but he's also very isolated. Boost doesn't work out. Hot Dog's holding for it. So 4v4. Little gap in the smoke. And Kukabambo is going to line it up and fire off the shots. Gets himself a kill. JW and Heat now left to try and recover things. Beautiful shot from JW, but he needs a whole lot more. 45 seconds on this clock. And he will come to the side, try and get this C4 planted. Wants another kill before he commits to it. But missing that shot, yeah, now his window is open and he has to make sure that he gets it down before it closes. JW, what a headshot. Spots a second as well, and Molly goes awry. JW goes for the quick scope, and oh, it's so awkward. If his molly hits the mark, then he can isolate that left-hand angle. He doesn't take damage from it, and it's not too bad. But, oh, it's so awkward. So awkward. Tomico's 3K absolutely blesses them. Look at these shots from JW. When you're hitting headshots with the AWP, when you're playing it as if it's a scout, it really, really is something to marvel at. Bang. Gorgeous. Would have been crazy if JW had connected that final shot, but yeah, just falls short. Tomico looked like he was going to shoot that AWP over to his teammate, but he didn't have the spawn for the window pick anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Shine here. Thought he was going to go for that duel. Not the case. 12 to 11. Overtime on the cards here. If Eyeballers can take us there, they need 1 round to do so. If they lose it, then they go down in the series. And I'm still confident that they can take their own pick, so we will be in for the long run. But if they can win this round, then OT and a possible 2-0. We'll see. Flash over the top. Oh no. JW, not a shot he can afford to miss. Mary finds the opening pick and it's completely untraded. Smokes go down. Pepsor needs this refrag and he will get it. Bit of space towards mid. 50 seconds left. The bomb's all the way round towards the A ramp. So they kind of have to commit to this now. Sleeping Palace. On the angle, spots the elbow, big headshot. Sapek lines up one as well. It looks like we might just be going to OT. Mary still posted up, and the bomb could walk right into his waiting crosshair. Flashbang doesn't convert. Mary's going to hit the shot. Another flash, he turns it. Second AWP flick. So close. He misses another. I just don't know where these bullets are going because they seem right on the mark. And Hot Dog trying to provide the support that he can, but the C4's going to go down regardless. Now it adds a real spanner to things. As Hot Dog's fallen, they know exactly where Mary is. Pepsor's going to swing wide, takes him out. Mary's efforts, unfortunately, not going to bear any fruit. Starkerville's having an absolute stinker of a game. He's on 6 kills. And he's been on 6 kills for quite some time as well. Flashes over the top. Pepsor's just going to fly out. Beautiful headshot. JW as well. What a way to kick off overtime. Sapek with one more. JW makes it look easy. And just like that, I mean, that's ridiculous. What a ridiculous round. Eyeballers just fly out mid, and they just say, you want to take the fights? You come and get them. Headshot after headshot, it just doesn't stop. Nice little boost, but not going to catch anyone crossing over to stairs. Mary just posted up. If he does attempt the peek, Mary's going to hit that shot all day long. You got to be quicker than that. Or not quicker than that, but a little bit wiser than that. No smoke into jungle. Mary's going to be honed in, posted up. He'll have your number and you'll be gonzo. Him and Tomiko on the double ops here. Bit of a dangerous game to be playing. Second round of OT, but so far so good. It's working out perfectly. 2-man advantage. Mary, so versatile on this sniper as well. I mean, look at that. Just a few seconds ago, he found a kill in jungle onto the Palace player. Now he's in B apartments. And it really, really is just the show of the snipers right now. All 4 kills found by them so far. What a shot from JW. It doesn't really matter. He's got nothing to lose here, but apparently not much to gain either. 4K from Mary. Put things back to even, 13 apiece, and yeah, it's just a routine shot from Mary, but the big thing for me is the fact that he hits that shot, and then he's straight round to the B-bomb site. Reads the situation perfectly. 4 kills, 249 damage. Honestly, the damage is a little bit skewed, because if you're getting 4 kills with an AWP, then you can just call it 400, right? It doesn't really matter if they're low. It's the same outcome. Darkerville. Ooh. Okay. Doesn't mind a kill, but doesn't die either. So, yeah, we'll call that a break even, a middle ground. Kukubambo. Tomiko. Oh, alrighty. Alrighty. 14 HP, he doesn't care. Stares in the face of death and says, here's a headshot. Shine. Posted up. Darkerville somehow gets away with murder. Pepsor really should have been winning that fight. Tomiko's picked himself up and all. And he's hit him on the cross. Kukubambo follows up with another as well. And Eyeballers, I cannot believe that after the first round of OT, which was this one here, right? It was absolutely incredible. that they've then lost the 2 follow-ups. It's just crazy to me. It has been the AWP show here in overtime. And honestly, it's a real testament to just what happens when you give some of these players a whole load of cash. You've got mega talented snipers on both of these rosters. And yeah, they haven't always had the opportunity to pull out those AWPs in every round. Early Jules, Hot Dog, Tomico, find the picks. Shine has to go huge, and he's just been fed one. Fed one on a silver platter. HG's gonna follow up, but it takes out both. Oh, it's perfect. There's another slam dunk from Shine as he finds one on the floor. And it truly, truly is a game of volleyball as the nades go back and forth. Absolutely brilliant. And a well-recovered round after an early disadvantage. These entries were crisp. I don't know why Darkerville's done that. I don't like to be too critical, because the reality is yeah, these guys are a whole lot better than me. They know what they're doing more than I should, but that is such a huge mistake. The smoke's in CT. I understand the idea of wanting to try and take that CT control, but sometimes you just gotta give it up, right? Sometimes you just can't. Darkerville, big entry. Trying to redeem himself. He's still on single digits. He's having a really tough time here on Mirage. Another kill from Heap will at least put it back into a 3-on-3. He's in very, very powerful position right now in Rap. He's heard him jump across the Tetris as well. Kukabambo's just thrown that one away completely. JW does fall to the flames, but a 2v2 once again. And look, he's still got the bomb. He's just sat on it. A minute on this clock, so still time, of course, for Tomico and Mary to make something happen, but Mary starts to work his way forward. Of course, Heap has to give it up. They're wasting so much time retrieving this. "35 seconds on the clock. And they have committed to this A site, but give it a few seconds. They will start to entertain the idea that Permitta have gone elsewhere. They're going to try and go through mid. Heap's going to be bang on this. Shine's going to be there with him as well. Yeah, he's going to hear him coming up short. Just wants to get the timing. There it is. Bang on. Mary drops. 15 seconds left. Tomico has to commit to a plant, and he's going to drop down in mid. Shine's definitely heard it. There's no two ways about it. Has to get onto this site and commit to the plant right now.